Happy Sunday, everybody, and happy Mother's Day to you. I'm Elle, and I'm the founder of Yoga Buzz, and I'm very excited to be able to still celebrate Mother's Day together, even though many of us have to be apart. I am also very filled with joy to introduce you to my mom, Karen Potter. Hi, Mama.
Hi. How you doing, babe?
Oh, I'm fine. You know, just trying to take time to smell the roses.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you, Mom. This is my second Mother's Day as a bona fide mom. So we are going to co-teach a practice today. My mom is going to lead some guided meditation. I'm going to lead just some gentle movement. So our hope is to share just some nurturing love and kindness with each of you today. So welcome. I do just want to point out, because I think it's hilarious here, that my mom is in Colorado, in the home that I lived in as a teenager. And on the wall behind her, that's not a green screen, you guys. That is actually an Elle Potter original piece of art. It's a giant mural that I painted. I painted on the wall the summer after I graduated from high school. Because when I went to college, my sister was going to move into that room, and my sister loved and still loves fairies. And so I painted her a fairy forest to surprise her. And so I just wanted to point that out. I am also an artiste. All right, so the one last thing that I wanted to share as well is that my mom is actually the very first person who ever taught me how to meditate. And it wasn't technically with the word meditate. I have a very vivid memory of when we were still in Kansas City, not being able to go to sleep one night, and my mom led me through essentially what is like a multi-point meditation, like a body awareness meditation. So it was going through from my toes up to the top of my head and naming different body parts and saying, toes, relax, feet, relax. And so I was thinking about that the other day, because that is where that all began. Yeah. And then, of course, my mom's mom, my grandma, Billie Jean, is also the one who taught us all kinds of other spiritual self-care tools. So it's really wonderful to think that this is a tradition that we have been carrying in our family through the generations.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Alrighty, well, Mom, I'll turn it over to you to get us started in our centering.
Okay. Blessings to all of you. These next several minutes are for you, just for you. Slow down. Be quiet. Turn off the voices in your head. Get out of your mind. Just be. Welcome to your journey into love's being. Close your eyes as you settle yourself into your space. Whether you're on your mat, a chair, sitting, or lying on the floor, settle in to your love's being. Place your hands down your side or in your lap or on the floor, over your center, or in prayer position if you're moved to do so. It's okay. Nobody cares. No one else is here. Just one of us. Namaste. Shanti.
All right, so from that comfortable seated position, let's take 3 deep breaths here. And as we celebrate Mother's Day, we celebrate not just those who, the women before us who carried us in their bodies, but anybody who has ever been nurturing and supportive in our journey, held our hands through our struggles, wiped away tears, and celebrated our successes alongside of us. So if there's somebody that you'd like to call to mind who has been that for you, take a moment to hold their face in your heart. And take a moment also to acknowledge and recognize that very likely you have been that person for someone else, whether it's for your actual child or for a friend or a loved one. The qualities of being a mother are not limited to what we think of as being a mother. Let's take a big, deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, stretch them high. Bring the palms to touch, exhale, thumbs to the center of the heart. Inhale, extend your arms high. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Once again, inhale, bring the breath into the body. Exhale, settle into the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And from here, take and swing your legs out in front of you. Oof. And bring your feet out in front of you, feet mat distance apart, hands behind you, and let your knees sway from side to side. I'm gonna adjust my camera so that you can see my legs. So knees sway from side to side. And then let both knees rest off to the right. Left knee rests towards the sole of the right foot. What did I say? Well, the knees are this way, then take that hand off to the side. Reach this arm up overhead. Big inhale across the side of the body. And exhale, float the fingertips down towards the knees. Inhale, sweep your arm high. Exhale, arm down by your side. Again. One more time. This time from here, take that hand across towards the back of your space. Lengthen up through the torso, so you'll come into a rotation of the spine. Take a couple breaths here, each inhale creating a lift through your chest. And each exhale, settling your body into the earth. And on your next inhale, turn to face the front of your space. Take your hands behind you and let your knees sway from side to side. So now we'll take the knees to the opposite direction. I have no idea what I said in the beginning, if I was mirroring or not, so just go for the other direction. So back knee rests towards the sole of the front foot. Take this hand behind you, reach this arm up overhead. Take a big breath through the side here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float the fingertips down towards your knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. One more time here. And take that arm across the body so you'll turn towards the back of your space. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Make space for the spine to grow long. One more breath here. Inhale to turn to face the front of your space. Unwind the body. Let the knees Sway from side to side again. And then from here, bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Take your hands to the top of your shins or the tops of your ankles. Lift up through the heart. Take a big breath in here. And exhale, you can stay upright. You can bring your hands behind you or walk your hands forward. Soften your chin towards your chest if you come forward or if you stay upright, for that matter. Send your breath into the back of the body. See if you can make the back of the rib cage expand and contract with each of your breaths. In many traditions, it's said that the back of the body is what connects us to our ancestors, to all those who have come before us. One of the things that I find to be so incredibly beautiful to think about is that when I was carried in my mother's belly, my eggs were forming, the ones that I have carried with me as a human, right? So that means that my child, who's now 14 months, the egg that became him was being formed while I was in my mother's belly. And the egg that became me was formed in my mother's body when she was in her mother's body. And the egg that became her was in her mother's body before, and there's this long line of carried experience across the generations. Take one more breath here. And walk your hands up towards your hips, lift up. Take your hands to the outside of your knees, bring your knees together. And then shift yourself forward onto hands and knees in tabletop. If you'd like, if you have blocks or something to bring the ground up a little closer to you, you can do that. Inhale, take the heart forward. And exhale, round through the spine. Press the middle of your back up towards the sky. A couple more times with your breath here, and you can stay like this, or you can start to explore some more circular movement. Make space through the body, space between the ribs, space between the vertebrae. Then comes into stillness, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. From here, take and extend your right leg straight back behind you. You can keep your right toes on the ground or lift them up. Extend out long through the crown of your head. Draw your low ribs in and up to support your low back. Take an inhale. And exhale, bend the right knee. Take it out towards the right elbow. Inhale, stretch the right leg straight back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, reach back. One more time like that. This time, take and reach the right toes off to the left side of your mat. Look over your left shoulder. Draw your left shoulder towards your left hip so that you create more space through the right side of the body while you contract through the left side of the torso. Press back through the right heel, perhaps getting a stretch through your calf. Take a big breath here. And then bring the right knee back next to the left. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, chin to the chest. One more time through cow pose and cat pose. Into a neutral spine. Take your knees a little bit wider. You can reach your hips back towards your heels, walk your hands forward, or you can keep your hips over your knees and walk your hands forward. Take a moment in child's pose or in a modified child's pose here. Again, sending the breath into the back of the body. Thinking of all those that have come before us, but also recognizing and acknowledging that we are one day going to be somebody's ancestor. And walk your hands underneath your shoulders, come back up through tabletop. Knees underneath the hips. Stretch your left leg straight back. Reach back through the left heel. Draw the low ribs in and up so that your core stays strong to support your low back. Take a big breath here. Exhale, left knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, knee towards the elbow. Inhale, reach back. One more time. And this time, take the left toes off to the right side of the mat. Look over your right shoulder. Shorten the distance between your right shoulder and your right hip so that you can create more space through the left side. You come back in through the center, bring your left knee back under your left hip. From here, walk your hands forward. You can stay like this or tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. Then from here, take and walk your hands back towards your feet. Come towards the back of your space. Separate your feet a little wider than hip distance apart. You can take your forearms to the tops of your thighs, or you can let your arms hang freely here. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Feel gravity pulling the skin of your face towards the earth in the opposite direction that it usually gets pulled. Take a big inhale. Open mouth exhale. Walk your hands to the front of your thighs. Lift your torso up so your spine is parallel to the ground below. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, strong back. Exhale, fold forward. Once more, inhale. And as you breathe here, take your hands to your hips, squeeze your elbows up towards the sky, and come all the way on up to standing. Release your arms down by your sides. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, palms come to touch, thumbs to the center of the chest. Take a moment here to pause. Feel the soles of the feet connected into the earth below. So many different cultures refer to Earth as Mother Earth. The idea of that which has the power to create and sustain and nurture life is the quality of the feminine. And of course, femininity is a spectrum. But energetically, that creative ability is available for each of us, no matter how we identify. Same with the quality of nurturing, compassion, of love. Take a deep inhale, feel your chest rise up to meet your thumbs. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise back on up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Once more, inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Come back in through tabletop. From tabletop, take and swing your right foot forward. And if you've got blocks or if you've got a chair or something that keeps the ground from feeling so far away, you can take those under your hands. Take and walk your right foot off to the right so that both hands are on the inside of the right knee here. Lift up through the chest, lengthen out through the crown of your head. You can even take and lift your knee and scooch it back a smidge to see how that feels, how that increases the lengthening across the front of the left hip. the left side of the belly. My son was born through C-section, and 14 months later, I'm healed, but I still feel when I get a stretch across the front of my belly, it's one of the strangest sensations. So constantly reminded of what it took to become a mom for me. Whenever I do poses like this, take another big breath here. And then shift your hips up over your left knee. Stretch your right leg out long. Flex your right toes towards your face. Press your right heel down into the mat. You can walk your hands forward if that's supportive for your practice. And from here, send your right knee forward over your right ankle. Take your hands to the front of the mat. Swing your right leg back. Come in through tabletop. And then bring your left leg forward. Hands to the inside of the left leg here. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Again, you can lift the right knee and stretch it back if you'd like to create more space and more stretch across the front of the right thigh, the right side of the low belly. Or you can bring it closer if that stretches too much. That makes it not sustainable for your breath, for your body. Take a big deep breath here. Open mouth, exhale. Shift your hips over your right knee, stretch your left leg out long. Flex your toes towards your face, press your left heel down. Keep lengthening out. Think of drawing the heart forward in your space. And then from here, send your left knee forward over your left ankle. Walk your hands towards the front of your space. Lift your right knee up. Spin your right heel down and then walk your hands to the long edge of your mat. I'm going to turn around because we don't need that on the internet. But wide-legged forward fold is where we're going. You can take your hands underneath your shoulders or hands to the outside of the legs. If your elbows reach the ground, cool. If not, cool. Press through the soles of your feet. Stretch your hips up towards the sky. Take one more breath here. And then take and turn to the front of your space. Step your back foot to meet your front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then from here, come to seated. And then take a comfortable seat here. You can sit with your legs crossed if you prefer, if you're comfortable kneeling. I'm sitting on a block as I kneel down. That's best for my body. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, stretch the arms high. And exhale, take your hands to your hips. So a couple different options here. One is to take and interlace your hands behind your back. If that is not available in your body, I'll give you another option in a moment. If your hands clasp behind you, or you can take a scarf and hold them like that, you're going to now do it this way. Take your left, or take both of your fists off to the left hip. Lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. If clasping your hands, or if you don't have something to hold your hands with, take your right hand behind you, just wherever is reachable, and lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. And you can stay like this, or tilt your chin towards your shoulder. will change where the stretch goes for your body. You can even take and start to tilt your chin towards your left collarbone. Then slide your chin towards your chest. Release your hands to your sides. Lift your chin up to neutral and pause here, perhaps even closing your eyes. Notice if how the stretch feels in comparison from left to right. And we'll switch sides. So take the hands behind the back, clasp the hands, slide both fists off to the right hip, the right side of your waist. Lower your right ear towards your right shoulder. Again, you can use a piece of fabric to take the left hand behind you, or you can just rest it towards your side. And let there be space between the top and bottom rows of your teeth. Then if you'd like, you can tilt your chin towards your right shoulder. And you can play with the tilt of the head, however feels good for your body. I'm going to take my chin towards my right collarbone. That gives me a stretch down the back of the left side of my neck that feels real good. But you might find something better for your body. One more breath here. Slide your chin to your chest, release your hands. Lift your chin up to neutral. Pause for a moment here, just noticing. And then from here, make your way onto your back. Once on your back, bring your knees into your chest. You can rock from side to side. You can draw circles with your knees to kind of massage the sacrum, the flat bony part, the very base of your spine. Then keep your right knee hugged in towards your chest. Stretch your left leg out long. Draw the right knee in towards your right armpit. Take an inhale. Then exhale, use your left hand to draw your right knee across your body. Rest your right arm out to the side. You even take and roll onto the outside of your left hip if that feels supportive for your body. Take another breath here. Roll onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest again. You can rock from side to side or whatever feels nice. Keep your left knee hugged in. Stretch your right leg down. Left knee goes up towards the left armpit. Take a big inhale here. Then exhale, right hand guides the left knee across the body. Left arm rests out to the side. And go to whatever feels supportive here. And take one more breath. Come back up through the center. Then take a moment here. You can hug both knees into your chest if you'd like. You can rock from side to side. We'll begin to make our way to final relaxation pose, Shavasana. So if there's any other movement that would feel good in your body before resting onto the ground, go ahead and do that. And as you rest onto the earth, rest your arms in a comfortable way. Rest your body in a comfortable way. And as you begin to settle into the earth, know how loved and supported you are.
Settle more deeply into your space. Close your eyes. Notice that your breath is not measured or forced. It's simply here. You remain on your journey into love's being. Namaste. Shanti, Shanti. As you breathe, feel the buzz, that yoga buzz that remains throughout your body right now. Welcome it as love's healing energy, gently cradling your feet. Moving up your legs. Into your hips. Up your back. Across your shoulders. Down your arms. And into the palms of your hands. Lift your hands toward your face, placing your palms over your eyes. Breathe. Reside here in love's peaceful being as you place your hands now upon your center. Notice as breath dances with your heartbeat. Breathe. The words spoken here fall upon your ears. The silence in between embraces your very depth. Dwell in this presence. Dwell in the love that you are. You are here. Now, take a few intentional breaths with me now. Light in, fear out, presence in, distraction out, peace in, judgment out. Return to your natural breath. Notice it. There's nowhere to go but where you are. now. There's nothing to do but what you're doing now. There's no one to be but who you are now. You are simply here in love's being, embraced by serenity, simplicity, breath. Dwell here in your beauty. Little thoughts will come. That's okay. Notice them, but give them no power. As they come, so they will go. Those thoughts are simply clouds passing. Another thought may come. Notice it, but do not become part of its story. Create no relationship with it. If there's a shimmering of thought, notice it, observe it, but do not follow. See through the mind's thoughts, and they soon lose their power over you. Breathe. You are witness of appearance and disappearance. You are the infinite sky through which thoughts and emotions pass by, floating through like clouds. Allow no thoughts of past or the future. The past does not exist. The future does not exist. Only now exists. This present moment. And you are here. Now. In peace. Shanti. There is nothing to do or undo. There's nothing to create or change. There's nothing to gain or lose. The buzz of love's healing energy remains to remind you that you are presence, ageless, unbound. Beautiful presence is here, and its perfume is love, natural joy, spaciousness, awareness. You are all this and beyond. 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 With each breath, connect with the love that you are. thrive in love's being. If a tear appears, don't brush it away. Welcome it. Honor it as it kisses your cheek with its truth. When you touch one thing with this deep awareness, you touch everything. When you separate from the mind and it becomes still, the whole universe surrenders. There is no body. You are beyond body. There is no time. You are beyond time. There is no worry. You are beyond worry. And there is no darkness. You are beyond darkness. Be here. Now. You are not in this world. The world is in you. You are not experiencing life. You are life. You are love. Know this. Be this. As you slowly open your eyes, remain still in your space, here, in love's peace. Inhale healing. Exhale pain. Inhale knowing. Exhale seeking. Inhale peace. Exhale worry. Inhale I. Exhale am. Clouds of thought will surface as you look around you. Thoughts will appear. Simply observe. Be the sky. May you have a blessed day and a blessed path as you navigate through love's being that you already are. Namaste.
So, as we end this practice together, thank you all so much for sharing this with me and my mama today. I was going to say something, but now I don't remember. Thank you so much, Mama.
You're welcome. It was an honor to do this with you.
Yeah. We used to, back in the day when I still lived in Colorado, we did a few Christmas Eve restorative yoga practices, and my mama would come and play the guitar, and I would teach restorative yoga and sing Christmas carols in between while we rested in poses, which was a really special way to share this practice together. So yeah. Well, thank you, Mama. Thank you for wearing your Yoga Buzz shirt. You look so official.
Of course.
Any big plans today?
Nope. Just to clean house, I think, and run to the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's not very exciting around here.
I mean, ditto. I have a green screen. I noticed at one point while I was teaching that the way I tilted my camera gave up the fact that like things might look fancy, but like also I just pushed all the crap off camera. So that's
all right.
what you do when you do yoga and meditation. You just got to kind of push all the crap off of camera so that you can focus on being with Sky for a moment.
That's right. Select your sacred space.
Exactly. It's this one. It's not what you can't see over here.
And for me, it's the fairy ring. That makes me happy.
That was my favorite part of the mural that I painted at the tender age of 17, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, very happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, whether you are a mother, have a mother, aspire to become a mother, have struggled to become a mother, and just whatever. Or I hope that you're able to make some time today to celebrate those in your life who have nurtured and shown you love. Again, whether that's your biological mother or somebody else. And if you are able, call your mama, call your grandmama, call your babies, call somebody else's mom. I don't know, might as well. And Mama, I look forward to we'll do a little FaceTime chat with the kiddo later today.
Sounds wonderful. We'll make our rounds with mothers and grandmothers.
Yeah. All right. Much love to everybody out there. Mama, I love you. And we'll see y'all soon.
I love you.